Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Joy of Sticks. Stickhead here with your Atari ST gaming channel. Now, I've had two cracking Christmas presents. The first up was, I actually received it just before Christmas, but because I wasn't in a position where I could record videos, I haven't shown it to you guys, but yeah, I need to. Anyway, it's from a guy from a channel called BPX Television, which I'll put a link down below so you can check it out. He's from the Netherlands, and it's a Dutch channel mostly, but I remember seeing a few English language things on there too, so you might want to check it out. But anyway, Pieter, thank you very much. This is awesome. Check this out, guys. Dun, 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 dun. Is it going to be in shot if I put it there? No, it's not. Dun, 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 dun. Check that out. Oh, it's the arcade stick. How cool it is. That is what it's called, right? The arcade. I believe so. And it says here, STC Rotterdam, made in Holland, patents pending, registered design. How about that? You probably can't actually read that I've just read there. Maybe, well, maybe just about. Some kind of switch here. Is that auto fire? I don't know. It might be. I'm reluctant to press it. It seems very stiff. Oh, but what a stick. Absolutely amazing. Now, I'm a big fan of, get that down carefully because it's right by the microphone, a big fan of the good old zip stick. That is my favourite robust stick. But this is one that we had. My uncle bought one of these. He actually got it after we destroyed a pad. We had an old cruiser that kind of exploded in a little puff of smoke. And yeah, so we were left with a joystick that didn't work, so he stripped it, took out the micro switches and made his own rudimentary kind of joypad, and we were using that for a bit, and then he thought, right, I've got to get something that's a bit sturdier, that will take the beatings of Daley Thompson and Kick-Off 2 and whatever we were playing on it. So he got one of these, and he couldn't have been more right. It is so robust. You can't imagine being able to take one of these bad boys down, because you know it is just like an arcade stick. I mean, I don't know if you can tell from the look of it and from the sound of it, but certainly from the feel of it, you could. It feels just like an arcade stick. And of course, arcade sticks have to be played by thousands of people who don't give monkeys about whether the joystick survives or not. So they've got to be tough as nuts, and you know, this has that same kind of feel. So we were really happy to get one of these because we went through so many joysticks. Well, he did, to be fair. I was quite respectful of hardware when I was a nipper, but when he was a bit younger, he used to get a bit cross at things. I remember he gave me his Amstrad CPC after he'd finished using it, because he got an ST. So he passed that on to me, and the space bar was always at a slight angle because of, well, I can't even remember what game he was playing, but it obviously cheesed him off and he just whacked it. So yeah, the space bar was kind of pushed in, and you have to use it, you have to kind of be quite clever about how you did it. But I've seen quite a few Amstrads with wonky space bars, so that was obviously an issue. But yeah, this is great. What's interesting about this is that the joystick itself is micro switched, and very nicely as well. The thing about a quality joystick is you never have to push it too far to actuate it, just like the zip stick there. He says throwing it on the floor and probably breaking it. But this, oh, you hardly need to touch it at all. I mean, look at that. I'm moving the top of the stick a millimetre, maybe a little bit more, and it actuates. That is so precise and nice. Oh, I can't wait to get in on that. And another cool thing as well is that the buttons here, they're not micro switched. I do like micro switched buttons, I have to be honest, but in the arcades they weren't, were they? You whacked them. You remember track and field? You wouldn't get very far in track and field with micro switch joysticks. These are actually leaf switches, so there's no... Oh, I'm saying that. I can hear a click there, but not on that one. Huh. I don't know, maybe not. Oh, I might have made a mistake there. Okay, well, whatever. I thought it was leaf switches, but they seem micro switched after all. Very cool. So thank you very much, Pietro. I can't wait to use that. What shall I use it on first? IK Plus. everything is IK Plus first, isn't it? And then Dave, Infected Flinch from Dave's Nostalgia Trip. He sent me a Christmas present, bless him. It really made me laugh when I opened it as well, because it is Atari ST Computer Hits Volume 2. If you watch his channel, him and Stefan played through the games in this pack, and yeah, it's very funny. It's very funny indeed, as it always is. So yeah, it's a pack of 4 games. We've got Tetris, Tracker, Joe Blade, Tau Ceti. It's a bit of a mixed bag there, to be honest. Yeah, obviously I watched them on his channel, and I've played Tetris before, obviously, but I have played this version of Tetris. And even though it's got the horrible, garish, flashing background, why has it got that on it? I've no idea. Almost ruining one of the best games ever made. But still, it's still a really good version of Tetris, and a good version to play, and the best version if you've got an ST. I don't remember Tracker, actually. I remember that more as a chocolate bar than anything else, or like a flapjack thing. But Joe Blade looked good. It looked a lot like Rick Dangerous, but it wasn't so much platforming. That looked cool. And Tau Ceti was some kind of bizarre wireframe 3D thing that they just didn't figure out what to do in whatsoever. So yeah, looking forward to playing those. Should we have a little sneak in the box? There's a dedicated Computer Hits Volume 2 instruction manual, rather than having each individual thing, which they didn't bother to read, obviously, because I've just seen that there's some very comprehensive Tau Ceti instructions there telling you what each thing does, and some very nice shade of grey discs there. Look at that. They mean business, don't they? Business grey there. So yeah, 2 games on each disc. Fantastic. Apparently that came out in 1988. Gorgeous. Absolutely, yeah. Thanks for that, Dave. It really made me chuckle when I opened it, and I'm looking forward to getting stuck into those games. Watch out, because they'll be on the channel soon. I forgot something. David put something else in the package that I completely overlooked, and it's a cool Pressie. It really is a cool Pressie, because I don't know if you saw, you might have been watching on his channel, that I went up to visit him in Northern Land somewhere. I don't know, there was a lot of coal and things like that. But yeah, we probably got chatting about what things we're into and stuff, and I must have said that I like a bit of basketball, watch a lot, used to play a lot, not so much these days because I'm old and can't keep up with the young guns anymore. But yeah, so that's really cool. We've got Street Hoops, and I don't know very much about this. I know of NBA Street, is that what it was called? Possibly. Yeah, I think it was. And it was basically like EA's NBA series of games, but on the street. So outdoor courts, and there were lots of ridiculous over-the-top moves. It was like the noughties version of NBA Jam. And it was good. I enjoyed it. So it'll be really interesting to have a look at this. It's from Activision, and it's sponsored by And1. So, you know, it comes with a bit of street cred. Because I remember And1 being the bee's knees when you were a basketball player in those days. What does it say? Oh, there's DMX, Ludacris, and Exhibit tracks on there too. Wow. And you can play as one of 8 street basketball legends. It looks like it's actually got some authenticity to it. NBA Street was just like, you know, on the street with some silly moves. But this actually looks like it does pay some reverence to actual street ballers. So yeah, very cool. Thank you again, Dave. That's amazing. Great, great, great gifts there. Yeah, so anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, I hope you had a lovely Christmas. And if you had any beautiful little gaming tidbits in your stocking, then let me know in the comments below. And yeah, thank you ever so much for watching. As always, your likes, favourites, your shares, your comments, your subscribes, whatever you do, always really appreciated, and they really do spur me on to make more videos. And you know, my spare time is so little at the moment. I'm squeezing in this video in a like 10-15 minute window before my kids come home. So yeah, I've managed to do it. Got through the video before they're knocking on the door. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. As always, do take care.